about to share with you will probably make you a little angry because every single day that you keep your money in a traditional bank, the bank is using your money and making themselves rich while you stay poor. Hear me out. See, they lend their money out at 7, 15, 20%. They pay you almost nothing back. But there's this 170-year-old wealth system that they hope you never learn about. So today, my wife and I are actually going to reveal that to you.
Most people do not realize that their bank is not protecting their money at all. The bank is using their money. And once you see how this works, you will never look at your savings the same way again. If inflation is 3 to 6% and your bank is paying 0.5%, your savings are losing money every single day. And families blame themselves. They think they are failing, but the system is failing them. The bank gives you the smallest return possible, then uses your deposits to create massive profits for themselves. You take the loss, they take the gain.
And to be honest, this is why people feel stuck. You see, you save, you work hard, you try to do everything right. But your traditional banking model is designed to keep you behind, whether you know this or not. And that's until you change the system, and that's where you store your money. That money is going to stay trapped in the system. We lived this. We began building our life together and our business together. We were doing everything the way people told us you're supposed to do things. We made money. We paid our bills. We tried to save and hoped things would just eventually get easier. But every month felt the same. Money came in, money went out. We felt like we had nothing to show for all the hard work we're doing.
And that cycle was exhausting. Not because we were irresponsible, but because our savings had no real strategy behind it. Whatever we saved sat in an account that earned almost nothing. Inflation erased its value. And when life happened, we fell right back to zero. It felt like no matter how much effort we put in, the system we were using kept us stuck.
But this is the moment that we realized the problem wasn't us. It was where we were storing our money. You see, we were parking our savings in a place that did absolutely nothing for us. It was not protecting us. It was not growing for us. It was not positioning us for any opportunities. And every time we needed money, we just ended up wiping out our savings, or we reached for our credit cards and had to start all over again.
We definitely knew something had to change for us. We wanted more than a bank account, and we wanted a real plan, a real system. We had nothing. A place where our savings could actually do something for us, and a place where our family goals and our business dreams were supported instead of delayed. That is when we discovered the dual-purpose dollar system.
You see, this became our solution. This was not another checking account. This was not where everyday bills were paid. This became our savings engine, our family opportunity fund, if you would. You see, it's a system where every dollar we saved, it kept growing every single day with guaranteed growth and dividends.
Now, for the first time, we had a place to store money that actually worked for us. We built a reservoir of capital we could access for the big things, business investments, major purposes, emergencies. Instead of reaching for that credit card that we always did, we reached into our own system. We borrowed from ourselves and paid ourselves back, keeping the growth and keeping the control.
And this transformed everything for us. It gave us stability. It gave us confidence. It gave us room to breathe as a couple, especially building a life together. And most importantly, it put us on the same financial page. We weren't no longer fighting for the banking system. We were finally using a system that was designed for us.
This is why we believe so strongly in this, not because we read about it, not because someone pitched it to us, but because the system changed our finances, our opportunities, and our marriage. And that is why we share it with other families and individuals.
This strategy is called the infinite banking concept, but we like to call it the dual purpose dollar system because every dollar that you save now, it does more than just one job. Instead of giving your money to the bank, you're redirecting it into a specially designed whole life policy built for cash accumulation and quick liquidity.
That is not traditional life insurance. This is a private banking system. Your money grows guaranteed. It earns dividends, never goes backwards. And you can borrow against it while it continues compounding. You become your own bank. You control the money, not the bank. Let me give you an example. One of our clients is a realtor who had $100,000 sitting in a savings account earning 0.5%. Over 20 years, that money would barely grow about $110,000. We redirected her savings into a dual-purpose dollar system and everything changed. She used her policy loan to invest into an income property. The tenants now cash the flow for loan repayments right back into her policy while her original $100,000 continues to grow uninterrupted. She turned stagnant savings into a growing asset and a cash flowing investment at the same exact time.
But here's another powerful one, right? So we worked with a couple who wanted to really future-proof themselves financially. They were overwhelmed because they had high interest credit cards, they had car loans, they had the pressure of preparing for their child's education. So instead of relying on risky timing and hoping the student loans would solve the problem later, they used the dual purpose dollar system as a structured debt relief strategy. They borrowed from the policy to snowball their high interest debt, paid off their credit cards and their car loans at their own pace, and recaptured that interest that would have gone to the banks otherwise. Now they're positioned to fund their child's college without touching student loans and without sacrificing long-term growth. Incredible. Same income, same effort, and a completely different outcome because they used their dollars to help them reward themselves.
Now, people always ask, is this expensive? When structured correctly, we minimize the death benefit and maximize the cash value. You're not buying insurance, you're building a private banking system that gives you control over your money. Every single month your money stays in a bank, you're actually losing purchasing power. Inflation never sleeps. And every single month you wait to start the system is a month of compounding you'll never ever get back.
Now, your dollars either compound for the bank or they're going to compound for your family. Great thing is that you decide what happens. We want to offer you a free strategy session where we break down the numbers and kind of show you exactly how the system works for your family or for yourself if you're an individual. It's absolutely no pressure. It's no sales pitch at all.
We'll show you how much you are losing in traditional accounts, how much you can actually gain with the dual purpose dollar system, and how to build your own family bank. We take a limited number of people every single month so we can actually design these plans personally for you. Now, we wish someone had broken this down for us years ago. If you want the clarity we wish we had sooner, click below.
It's a simple conversation just about your goals. Nothing more. Talk soon.